Hello, apples and apples at the Freezing Legion. I'm the Freezing Apple, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Kazooie. Banjo, it's a cutscene. Let's watch it. So, that was pretty much the rest of the story that you're gonna get for the rest of this fucking game. And you'd think that's a machine, so it would probably not take a long while. Actually, it takes as long as you take to finish the game, so yeah. Anyways, this is the first Jiggy that we're gonna get inside of Grunty's lair. This Jiggy is actually one of Grunty's lair Jiggies. How each episode is gonna work, I'm gonna get one Grunty's lair Jiggy, then go into the stage I can go in. Finish that stage up, and that's pretty, and then the end of the episode is there. Then the episode after that, because like in this episode I'm gonna go to Mumbo's mountain. That's the whole video. I'm gonna go to Mumbo's mountain. In Mumbo's mountain there's a switch. That switch will activate another Jiggy in Grunty's lair. That Jiggy I will get at the start of the next video. Now there might be some cases where I do more things before I go to the next stage in a video. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So also, if you haven't figured it out by now yet, I'm an English-speaking wonder. Anyway, what I was trying to say, if you haven't figured it out yet by now, that's what I wanted to say. I'm playing the Xbox version because if I play on the Nintendo 64, I would get a lot of fucking frame skips. And I can't fucking play with a Nintendo 64 controller. I don't know. I've just played this game too much on an Xbox to not be used to a Nintendo 64. It's just whenever I have a Nintendo 64 controller in my hand now, it's like, what am I doing? I don't know. It's just weird. Anyways, this is the first level, and each level has 100 notes in it. You have to get the notes to unlock several note doors, and these note doors will come through the rest of Grunty's lair, and you will see whenever those are apparent, and I will explain what they do. The note doors pretty much prevent you from going forward until you get a specific amount of notes. This pretty much prevents you from cheating the game out, because unless you get like every note in every stage, you can't really skip any level. To be honest, you really can't skip any level because there are moves that you will learn in each stage, and these moves you will need in future stages to get future Jiggies. In this stage, per se, there are, I think, 3 new moves that we can learn. One of the new moves is actually very much inside, and that's where all the eggs are for that we see around us. So this is Chimpy, you give him an orange, he raises the trunk, and you can get your second Jiggy, I think. I think it's the second Jiggy of the stage, I'm not quite sure. Second Jiggy. So already kinda 1/5 done with this level. Now, like I said, there are 100 notes in each stage. You don't have to get them all, but it's advised that you do. Same goes for the Jiggies. There are not 100 Jiggies per stage, but there are actually 10 Jiggies per stage. 9 Jiggies are gotten by just walking around doing tasks to get the Jiggies, and 1 Jiggy at each stage is gotten by getting 5 Jinjos that are scattered around the stage. I've already gotten 2 of the 5, so we're pretty much already like 2/5 on our way to getting our Jinjo Jiggy. That's how I'm gonna call them from now. So here we get our egg shooter move. With this move we can shoot eggs out of Kazooie's mouth or butt. It sounds very painful, I know, but well, she's a bird. What do you think? I'm kind of failing around here. I don't know what I was doing, but I was having fun. Let's just say that. So, this is our third Jiggy that we'll be getting. We have to shoot 3 times at Conga, and we have to hit him 3 times. But watch out, every time you shoot at Conga, he will shoot at you with an orange. And this usually results in you falling off the fucking platform, like I just did there. I think the next 2 times I actually avoid it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I don't avoid it, but I do avoid falling off the platform. I don't know what I'm doing here, fucking shooting the eggs to the right. But yeah. So, that is our 3rd Jiggy. Now, what is also in each stage is 2 honeycomb pieces. There are 2 empty honeycomb pieces per stage. So, if you calculate right, you have to go through 3 stages to get another honeycomb piece for your health. Which means we're not gonna get another honeycomb piece until episode 4. So now I'm basically going to the left hill over here. This hill contains another move, the Talon Trot, I think. Or the String Dang Dud, whatever the hell. The Talon Trot, yeah. This basically makes Banjo unnecessary. Once you get this move, you realize that walking with the Talon Trot is like 5 times as fast as Banjo. And you will realize that you don't need to walk as Banjo anymore, because that's just a waste of time. See? Much faster. So, as you also could have seen at the beginning of this video, I got a skull face, right there, which is, but let's just call them Ecom-Bocums. Everyone in the world calls them Ecom-Bocums, I think. I have never heard anyone call them anything else. Actually, a funny story about the Ecom-Bocums per se. It's actually a sentence split up in a lot of pieces and put together. The sentence is come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. It's a sentence that's said a lot in Great Britain at the time this game was made, where they say it when you like at the start of a football match or whatever, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the story behind the voice of the Mumbo tokens. So now to talk a little bit about Mumbo's Mountain. Now the name implies that we're gonna meet a new character in this stage, which is called Mumbo. I did something stupid right there, because if you actually go further there and walk on more of those, jump to more of those tree stumps, you can actually hit the Grunty switch, which is a switch with Gruntilda's face on it, the witch. If you hit that, the Grunty's lair Jiggy for that level appears. So now I'm going into this Tektite Hill, and actually, fun fact about this Tektite Hill, the music of that Tektite Hill was actually the original music for Mumbo's Mountain, but Grant Kirkhope slowed it down. So that's a pretty interesting story. This is actually not the first stage that they made for Banjo Kazooie. The first stage that they made for Banjo Kazooie is actually the last stage in the final product, which is kind of funny, because if that would be the first stage, I think no one would actually like this game, because that stage is fucking hard. And like I said, the first couple of videos are probably gonna be like around 15-20 minutes. That video, probably around the 1 hour, 1.5 hour, because I don't know that stage at all. Like, the first 5 stages, the first 6 stages, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, let's give it a 6. The first 6 stages I played a lot as a child, so I pretty much know them at, like, the back of my hand. I love the music in this game. Grant Kirkhope is amazing. And if anyone's wondering what he's doing right now, he made the music for Cityville 2, you know, the awesome Facebook game. Crowning moment of his career. But yeah. Actually, most of the voices in this game are actually like Banjo's voice slowed down. And what you want to do here is do not shoot an egg in the final totem pole Juju head, because otherwise you can't get that empty honeycomb piece. But if you make the totem pole disappear, you get your 7th Jiggy. And right there in Mumbo, in the house of Mumbo and his eye, is our 8th Jiggy. Now, what I'm finding out here is that I apparently have to talk very fast, because I'm almost done with this video, and I have not even talked about everything yet. So anyways, here's a 9th Jiggy, which I did not get apparently. Here's a 9th Jiggy. And we've already got the Jinjo Jiggy. We just gotta get a couple of more notes. Then we have to go to Mumbo, because Mumbo is going to transform us. That's the basic thing that Mumbo does. He is in a select number of levels, which, by the way, there are 9 stages in this game. And he transforms you into an animal, or... yeah, only he transforms you into an animal. I believe the animals are a Tektite, a pumpkin, but that's not really an animal. He also changes you into an alligator, and I believe a bee. I believe that are the 4 animals that you can change in. And here I realized what stupid fault I made, and I go back to hit the grunty switch. So I hit that, and as you can see, on the top of the hill is the puzzle piece. So, anyway, we are now going to Mumbo. At least I think we are. I don't remember. I recorded this 1 month ago, but this is post-commentary, by the way. If this wasn't post-commentary, I would not have been able to tell this much. But anyways, we're now going to Mumbo, and that's actually another interesting story about this game. Mumbo, what he says when he transforms you into an animal, in this case a Tektite, it's pretty weird. Oh, by the way, his voice is also the sentence "come never go if you think hard enough" split up and then put into this kind of a sentence. I don't know what I was doing there, but I was just not speeding up his voice. I was like, it sounded very weird. But yeah, most Mumbo houses have like one pole that does not have a fire. That usually means there's something secret in the house, but in this stage, it only means that there are just eggs. Just eggs. Now, by the way, here. So he says like Umanaka, right? That's not actually what he says. Actually, what he says is "ooh my neckers" in kind of a British accent. So it sounds like Umanaka. That's actually because Grant Kirkhope, he kind of also made a lot of the sounds in this game. He had a surgery on his balls. Well, he had a checkup on his balls. Let's just say that. And the girl that was examining him grabbed a little bit too hard on his balls, and he was like, "Ooh, my neckers!" And that's pretty much where it came from. I know it sounds fucking weird. But go to Grant Kirkhope's Twitter or Facebook, ask him, it's for yourself. You probably say that it's true. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I've wanted to talk about in this stage, which I'm actually kinda glad that I got to talk about everything I wanted to in this stage. As a Tektite, by the way, you cannot get damage from falling down. So now we got our 10 Jiggies, and here we have our second empty honeycomb. I don't believe we have our 100 notes yet. And I think I realized that here. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So, the last 6 notes are down here in the water. And now that we've gotten these last 6 notes, that is the end for this episode and stage. I finished the stage in a fairly fast time. So, see you guys next time for the next stage, which is called Treasure Trove Cove. So see you guys next time, and may your mountain not go bonkers.